What's up, everybody? Welcome to the new episode of my vlog. I got a lot of positive feedback from you guys last week, so thank you for that. Once again, I'm going to try and make these a weekly thing. Just my way of communicating with you guys and keeping in touch with you. You know, we don't write anymore. We don't talk anymore. I feel like you're beginning to move on, and I want to try and retake our friendship. Okay. Some housekeeping stuff. I have uploaded another playthrough of The Witcher. It's about 15 minutes long or so, somewhere around there. That's pretty much what I'm going to make each one of the playthroughs, each one of the little parts of my playthrough of The Witcher. I'm going to try and make them 10 to 15 minutes long. I'm trimming them down a little bit just because it is a massive RPG. So if I was to show you everything, that would be like 50 hours worth of YouTube videos, and that is too much. So I'm trimming it all down, cutting some stuff out. Once again, I was having problems with some of my capture stuff, so there are chunks missing. But for the most part, things seem to be pretty well in order, and you can watch those whenever you want. Like I said, number 2 is up, and you can find the link below. The Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons review will be up soon. I'm just fine-tuning it right now, just getting some last-minute stuff ready to go, and then I will upload it. In my apartment, a video of that size does take quite a bit to upload, so expect it probably Sunday night, somewhere around there, maybe Monday morning. Of course, if you follow me on Twitter, then you'll know exactly when it goes live, because I will tweet that out and let all of you know. For those of you who are fans of voice chat, Randall and I had our very first episode of 2014 last Tuesday. You can, of course, find the episodes on Podomatic or on iTunes. I have the links below in the doobly-doo for you. Dan couldn't join us for this first show of 2014, but he will be on the next show. Don't worry, he's not dead. I don't think, anyway. Pretty sure. I should probably text him. Moving on to the news. Item number 1 on the news report, Sony unveiled PlayStation Now. If you guys remember the February 2013 announcement of the PS4, Sony talked about its acquisition of Gaikai and how Gaikai would be bringing PS3 backwards compatibility to the PS4, hopefully in the future. Well, it looks like PlayStation Now is exactly this. According to Sony, you can use PlayStation Now to play, quote, classic Sony games. So I'm wondering if that means PS1 and PS2 titles in addition to PS3 titles. We'll see where it goes. For now, what Sony is saying is that you can stream these games to tablets, TVs, smartphones, your PS4, or your PS Vita. So it's not just limited to Sony hardware, which is really, really interesting and kind of a cool way to get these games out into the hands of people who maybe never owned a Sony console before. Really cool idea, and I hope it works out as planned. If you're interested in getting updates about the closed beta that is going live later this month, I have a link below for you. You can fill it out, get information, and who knows, maybe, just maybe, they might send out some invites to that closed beta so you can test it out yourself. Our second bit of news, Sega, everyone's favorite intellectual property owner, has announced a new Alien game. Creative Assembly, the developer of the game, who you might know from the Total War series, has said specifically that the game will borrow heavily from Ridley Scott's original Alien film, which is good, considering that is the best film in the series. If you disagree with me on this one, you're wrong. You're wrong if you think it's Aliens. It's okay to be wrong. Alien is the best one. There is a link to the gameplay footage below, and it looks really cool. It kind of reminds me of Amnesia: The Dark Descent meets Alien. You don't really have weapons. If you go into a room and you make too much noise, maybe you're trying to navigate around the room and try and progress further. If you are too hasty, maybe the alien will hear you and then attack you and kill you, and that's really, really neat. It sounds like very pure survival horror. That, coupled with Alien, sounds really, really intriguing to me. I am cautiously optimistic about that one. Some very positive news this week as well. China has lifted the ban on video game consoles.
Hey, China's still cool.
We got word back in October of last year that China was planning on lifting the ban on video game consoles, but there was no specific date set. Well, it happened earlier this week. The ban has been lifted, and this is really good news for the gaming industry. China is, of course, a massive market, so if Sony, Nintendo, or Microsoft can really get a foothold in there, that could potentially swing the ridiculous console war one way or the other. That funnels a lot of extra money into the industry, funnels a lot more into games. That's good. So My point of view is that this is a very positive thing. I'm glad the Chinese market might finally get to experience some of the games that we're experiencing. However, as evidenced by last week's story about Battlefield 4, even if the ban is lifted on the consoles, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to get to play all the same games that we get to play. But, still, good news. And finally, I'm going to leave you guys with some heartwarming little story about a man named Robert Fink who developed a game so he could propose to his girlfriend. The game is called Nightman and the Quest for Love, and the object of the game, the characters take control of a knight who is trying to gather up pieces of gold to construct a ring for his beloved princess. Fink recorded his girlfriend playing the game. Of course, she gets to the end, saves the princess, and the princess's name is her name, Angel White, and then the knight proposes to her, and it's all very, very sweet. Fun fact though, whether she chooses yes or no, you still get a game over screen. Marriage! If you want to check out the playthrough and the reaction video, there is a link below. And if you want to play the game for yourself, you can head to pixelproposal.com and check it out. So that's everything for this week. I want to hear what you guys thought about some of the stories that I talked about this week, what you guys thought of the Witcher playthroughs. Remember, all the links to the stories I talked about are in the doobly-doo below, and I want to hear from you in the comments, and I want to hear from you on Twitter. Just let me know what you're thinking, let me know what you're playing. I'm still playing The Witcher. And Ocarina of Time 3D, and it looks excellent in 3D. It's really good. So, that's everything for this week. I will see you guys again next week.